Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for installment of Scott's Selections here for Monday, September 16th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in the NFL with a two-team 6-point teaser. Had the Ravens minus 2.5 with the Chiefs minus a half, a minus 130 on BetMGM. Chiefs got there, definitely a sweat, but they eventually won the game via game-winning field goal as they won by one and covered the teaser line. However, it didn't matter as the Ravens had a massive lead in the fourth quarter, led by 10 at home with the rest advantage against the Raiders, who only scored 10 points against the Chargers in week one, and they blew the game. Led by 10 with less than 10 minutes left. They lost outright at home in regulation. Now, I normally would just move on and just say it was unlucky and just a massive choke job. I got to dive in a bit deeper here because Harbaugh's been choking away leads for so many years and nobody calls him out for it, and I feel like I got to do it. So here we go. Harbaugh in his career has blown double-digit leads in the fourth quarter 9 times. This is the 9th time he's blown a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter in his career. It's the most by any coach since at least 1991, arguably ever, but the database doesn't go that far back. So point is, Harbaugh has been viewed as being a coaching genius because he won a Super Bowl courtesy of Joe Flacco, turning into, Patrick Mahomes for basically an entire playoff run. Point is, though, Harbaugh choked away another game. You have a 2-time MVP. You're at home. You have extra rest off a loss to the Chiefs in week one. You can't beat the Raiders at home with a 10-point lead, really. It's ridiculous. Either way, point is picked up a loss there. Look for a winner here on Monday. For the actual play, reminder once again, the more plays on our website. So go to the website and you do. Use the promo code QSY6QHDH. Get 4% off. Code is also in the description. Plus, a reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the bell so you get notified. You'll never miss an episode. Now, for the actual play, going to baseball, we'll get a matchup between the Diamondbacks and the Rockies, taking place at around 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. After this game, to go with the over 11 runs at minus 110 on FanDuel. Time of recording of 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Covers are going to go with the over in this baseball game. First reason, Arizona has quietly been the best offense in the entire league this season, as Arizona is averaging 5.52 runs per game, which is the most in the league by a wide margin. Plus, Arizona has been great offensively recently, as they have scored at least 8 runs in 3 of their last 4 games. Plus, 5 of Arizona's last 6 games have been absolute shootouts, as 5 of the last 6 games have finished with at least 16 runs. The offense has been great, the pitching has been awful, and you have seen a lot of fireworks in their games over the last week because of it. Now, the Rockies, we know, are the same team every year. They're really bad on the road, basically useless on the road, but at home, they're always good offensively. And this year, not so different, as the Rockies are averaging 5.04 runs per home game, which is the second most in the entire league. Now, you're looking at his pitching for the Diamondbacks. You have Kelly pitching, who's been really bad lately. The last 5 starts, 27 and a third innings. 7 home runs allowed, a 6.26 ERA. So he's been kind of a mess, and he's not been great in Coors in his career. He's made 7 career starts in Coors Field. He's pitched 42 and 2/3 innings, a 4.64 ERA. So maybe not as bad compared to other pitchers in Coors, but still not the greatest of numbers. And based on his recent form, I think he might struggle in this spot on Monday. Plus, we're looking at Sanzatella, who's pitching for Colorado, a blast from the past, because he has not pitched in over a year. He has not pitched in the majors since May 2023 because of injury, made 5 rehab starts in the minors, but did not pitch in AAA, and he was not any good. 17 innings pitched, 5.29 ERA, and they shipped him up anyway against the hottest offense in the league. So this should be a pretty rough spot for him at home in this overall game. Point is, though, you're looking at him potentially being on a bit of a pitch count, and he might end up, as a result, only going maybe 3 or 4 innings. But I think he might be in trouble anyway as soon as he throws out the first pitch. Point is, though, you're looking at his career as well against Arizona. Even when he was healthy, he was never good against this team. 96 innings pitched, a 5.72 ERA. So Arizona's been one of the teams that have given him the hardest I'd say the hardest time in his entire career. And now he's off of an injury, trying to make his first MLB appearance in a year and a half. Probably going to be rough for him in this game. You're also looking at the bullpens for these teams, and they are both horrible. The Rockies have the worst bullpen in the league, so if Sanzatella only goes about 3-4 innings anyway, the bullpen should still get a decent workload, and the bullpen's not any good. So once again, the Diamondbacks might tee off on the starter and the relievers in this game. Plus, we're looking at Arizona's bullpen, which has been better, but still not great. 8th highest bullpen ERA in the league. But you're going to give me a total of 11, which I know sounds high. It's in Coors Field, though, so it definitely makes sense. Point is, though, Arizona's offense has been crazy, scoring 8+ runs in 3 of the last 4. You're looking at the Rockies, who are averaging the second most runs per home game in the league. Kelly's pitching, who has not been good lately, 6.26 ERA in his last 5 starts. And Sanzatella's pitching, who had a 5+ ERA in the minors, not AAA. And he also has been horrible against the Diamondbacks in his career. I see a lot of runs here. I think you might see each team get to at least 5. And I think with that being the case, you have a decent shot again in the over anyway. But I do think Arizona might blast Sanzatella, maybe scoring like 8+ runs again in this matchup. Point is, though, 11 feels a bit low, so I am going to go with the over. Split it once again here for Monday, September 16th. It's going to be on the Rockies and Diamondbacks game over. 11 runs at -110 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.